Come on, Betty Speaks, come on. Sit up straight. Get your gloves on. Because the gloves are not off. The gloves are on. The gloves are not off. The gloves are on. This is Betty Speaks. I am reacting to Chill's top 16 scary videos that will really need explaining. Check out these videos. This is I'm gonna react to Chill's again. I love this guy. This guy's great. He comes up with some good material. So we react to some of these videos that really need explaining. Alright, so let's just give it a good old jump-a-roni jumpin'. Let's see what happens. Sit up straight, Ben. Sit up straight. We got this. We got this. Let's go. Let's react. Let's go. Yeah. Mach 10. Let's go. Anyways, let's go.
Scary videos have been on the rise, and these ones are especially freaky. Number 16. A YouTuber named BraveBurn is by himself checking out an old abandoned house rotting in the forest. Behind a creepy mold-covered door and down some old wooden steps, he finds a basement that looks far from safe. He pokes around downstairs for less than a minute before he finds a false sense of wall that leads to a lonesome hidden room. Whoa. Soon he comes across a bunch of miscellaneous extension cords tangled together on a broken bench. Why anyone would need that much power to this tiny room is anyone's guess. It's almost like someone was being kept down here, possibly against their will. BraveBurn shines a flashlight down a narrow square hole and chances upon a tuft of golden straw-like material. I'm really hoping that this is insulation and not human hair. He quickly leaves without checking, so I guess we'll never find out.
I guess we never will.
Number 15. Todd?
Number 15. I like that song that he does called Number 15. Anyways. Yeah, that's kind of messed up. You go down there, you find a false wall. It's like, okay, that's creepy. You find a bunch of extension cords. Okay, so like what Chill said, like I can agree with. I can get on board with what Chill said when it comes to that. Like I can get on board with possibly somebody might have been kept down there a long time ago. Because there's a lot of freaking weirdos out there. You never know like what could have happened and what situation could have occurred down in some time. Especially with a fake wall that was turned like that. You know, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Anyways, let's keep going.
Peterson has been experiencing some paranormal activity in his doorway, so he decides to try and see if he can record it on camera. When he locks his bedroom door,
he's like, I'm locking this shit, screw that.
Or you can clearly see that there is no string attached to the lock. The door does not open easily and requires some force to push. He takes 4 large steps away from the door and holds the camera steady. Just when he is starting to give up hope, he finally gets the evidence he needs to prove he hasn't lost his mind. The entire video is less than a minute long and has absolutely no editing. There's just no way to fake this video in my opinion, but if you think you have an alternative explanation, please let me hear it.
Hold on. I kind of want to go back to that actually. Let me see something. I just want to see something when he puts the lock on.
Activity in his doorway, so he decides to try and see if he can record it on camera. When he locks his bedroom door, you can clearly see that there is no string attached to the lock. The door does not open easily and requires some force to push. He takes 4 large steps away from the door and holds explanation.
Yeah, I can't really explain that. Like, I'm not gonna say it was a ghost or anything, but I can't explain it.
Please let me hear it. Number 14. Pancho is patrolling his campus as a security guard when he and his partner see some strange activity coming through the window. The lights are flashing on and off at the same time in every last room on the first
They're having
floor.
a rave.
It looks like they are standing outside documenting the event instead of rushing straight in. And you know what? I don't blame them, because I would definitely wait for backup if I saw this too. Or maybe I would try to find some non-haunted places to work at instead. Number 13.
Just a bunch of teenagers having a rave. That's what that is. A bunch of teenagers having a rave. And inside that building, yeah, there were drugs and rave. That's what was happening.
A TikTok user named He Watches When I Sleep records a ghost wailing up and down his street in the middle of the night. He lives in the southwest and is shared is the spirit of La Llorona, the vengeful spirit who hovers over water late at night. You can hear some other dogs in the background though, so I'm wondering if this was just a really old dog trying to howl.
Okay, so here's my explanation on that. It possibly could have been a dog, because some dogs have really weird barks and howls. Some dogs really do. I'll give you an example. There was it's an old drinking war story that I have when I was in, I think it was high school. I was in high school still then. Either I had to have been high school. I think it was during the summer or something like that, and I had this buddy. I had two buddies, Eli and Corey. We went out to this woods party or something like that, and basically, I'm not even gonna get into the woods party. That's a whole story in a story. You know, like that's something wild to happen there. Anyways, don't want to get into that. I think it was after the woods party happened, because I went to, because I was drunk then. We were all pretty drunk, except for my buddy who was driving his mom's Mercedes, I think he was driving or something like that. And we go back to his house, and yeah, like I passed out at his house. And then all I remember is I woke up hearing whoop, whoop, like that. And I'm like, and in my head, I'm thinking like they're doing like some kind of weird basketball thing and like making a goofy noise, just like whoop, like that or something like that. Because they do dumb stuff like that. But lo and behold, I wake up and I look and I see his dog barking to try and get outside, and it's making this whoop, noise, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And the dog, like, I felt like the dog kind of had that same cat eating alien face in a way. I forgot what the alien's called. You can put it in the comment below if you want. But it's such a weird bark I heard, and just, yeah, it's just one of those weird experiences, and I'm like, all right, so dogs can make some strange noises. Anyways.
Number 12.
Do you hear that?
Airy Safari 13 and their friend hear a mysterious knocking on the door of the laundry room. Listen again.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Do you hear that?
That's not a washing machine. That's knocking. They go to the door and there's nothing there as far as I can tell, but that doesn't mean there isn't a ghost in the hallway haunting them.
I think it opened the door.
When they go
Open
up
the door.
to the door, it stops, but that just makes this TikTok video even scarier in my opinion, because it's like the ghost is messing with them. Number 11.
You know what? They didn't even open the door, so that person could have just knocked and then hid underneath that window. That's what could have happened. That's what I think happened.
Amber sees a ghost on TikTok while using a new ghost hunting tool called Reality Ripple. It's a TikTok filter that creates psychedelic colors around people in the paranormal as well.
Oh, I've seen
Soon,
that.
colors flash when no one is there, and it
That's
looks
just
like
freaky.
a ghost is in the hall with Amber and her friend. It happens for a few seconds and then it's gone, or so they think.
That thing looks like it's going, oh.
A part of the corner remains an odd color and stays with them like a ghost is lingering nearby.
Was that?
It's
If you're
right
recording
there.
it-
You can see it in the corner. Oh my. Right there. Do you see it? Yes. Okay, we're gonna go pee.
Okay,
Okay.
stay here.
Sometime later, Amber is by herself when a passing chill leaves her legs freezing cold. She opens TikTok, and when she looks up, a wave of energy ripples through her and registers on the chair as a shadow person.
It feels like my leg is ice cold right now. Like I already got up earlier because it felt like something was like ice cold laying on my legs.
Not only do I see the legs, but I can see the head and maybe even a scary face too.
I don't know if I could believe that.
Cannot.
Because it's around the
Number
fucking
10,
cat.
you can expect to see a lot of new scary doll
Excuse
videos
my
on
language.
TikTok because the Reality Ripple is
That was
made
just
it
an
easy
unnecessary
to separate
curse.
the haunted dolls
But I
from
curse a lot.
normal
I can't help it
ones.
sometimes, man.
So
It
y'all,
just
today I
flows out of
decided to
me.
go into a thrift store to
like
see
the
if any
wind.
of it was haunted, and check this out.
Okay, that's a little odd.
This doll looks no different than the 8 other dolls around it, and yet it glows with a faint orange hue to indicate that it's cursed. If the
That is a little
Reality
odd.
Ripple was simply a face scanning filter, then I see at least 2 other dolls that should have set it off. Instead, this filter must be tracking something else, perhaps an electromagnetic energy of some kind. Number 9.
Could be
Two
a
friends
glitch, too.
unlock the door to an unfinished attic and step inside. Their single
It's a filter. Like, there's gonna be glitches in a filter every once in a while. I don't know. That's just my opinion.
flashlight briefly shines across a mattress that nearly takes up the entire space. As they ponder what all of this means, a force pushes them over and the room goes dark. When the flashlight kicks back on, one of them gets off the ground on unsteady
Whoa,
feet.
whoa, 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 whoa.
What's wrong?
What is?
What? Just go. Go?
I think there's a possibility they could be acting, but then again, maybe a spirit is bound to the mattress and
What
doesn't
happened?
take kindly to intruders. Number 8.
Whoa, what even
Ash
happened?
back
Did he lay on there?
One of them gets off the ground on unsteady. A single flashlight briefly shines across a mattress that nearly takes up the entire space. As they ponder what all of this means, a force pushes them over and the room goes dark. When the flashlight kicks back on, one of them gets off the ground on unsteady feet.
That's a lot of freaking blood.
What? Just go. Go?
I think there's a possibility they could be acting, but then again,
That's
maybe
gotta be
a spirit
acting.
is bound to the mattress and doesn't take kindly to intruders. Number 8.
That's gotta be acting, because like the amount of blood from a single push that was put that quick, like that looks like he got like freaking stabbed or shanked or he threw up blood or something like that. So what I'm thinking is like he maybe put one of those blood bag things in his mouth and he probably bit it and too much blood came out and went onto the floor and then it kind of dripped down his mouth. He's like, just go, something like that. Just trying to act like, trying to do his best in acting, you know?
8,
My opinion.
Ashley uses the Reality Ripple in her room and
That's
realizes
freaky.
one of her dolls is haunted. She is able to see a little ghost attached to the doll itself. In this still
I don't like
picture, you can
that.
see her blonde hair and also kind of see a scary face on the ghost girl as well.
No way, because that detects heat or something. How can it detect what color hair she's got, you know? I don't know if I believe that.
Haunting expression permanently locked in a scream. Number 7. Mina is making a TikTok video home alone when the door behind mysteriously creaks open to reveal an empty
She's got
room
good
on
flow.
the other side. You can see she looks slightly confused but not scared as she turns around and then back again. This looks like a paranormal video at first, but look again, follow the top of the door, and you'll see that it's slightly ajar at the very beginning of the video. So this is probably just a draft blowing it open the rest of the way. Number 6.
Maybe.
Adrian is eating dinner at home when a creepy hand with long slender fingers reaches up to his window. The video stops right before the creature pulls the curtain to reveal itself to the unsuspecting family. Before the monster reaches its hand out, you can kind of see that its silhouette is about the size of a normal person. So while this TikTok video is creepy, I doubt it's real. Number 5.
Yeah, neither do I.
JB records
I'll agree with you,
paranormal
like that-
activity on
about that
TikTok
shows.
when his car door opens by itself and an orb appears. The car door opens even wider and then you see a black orb fly past. It seems like it could be paranormal until you look at the trees blowing and realize the car door probably blew open because it was a windy day. The first orb was probably a lens flare
Good eye
coming off
chills.
from the car door, and the second
Good eye
black orb
chills.
looks like the shadow of a bird flying by.
Good
So
eye
while over
chills. That's
6,000
exactly what I was
people are
gonna
saying
say.
This is a scary video. I would agree unless you look a little more closely a second time. Number 4. A son who is too young to tell time keeps coming into his parents' room at 3 a.m. to tell them that something is in the room with him. They think it's weird, so they set up cameras all around the house, and sure enough, at 3 a.m. they catch these broad, scary faces that lean in and look directly at the camera.
Oh, that's
I'm really
fake.
hoping that this is a mask, but without a closer
looks like a
video,
mask.
we will never know for sure.
That
Number well,
The,
using
oh,
a new
oopsies,
ghost
oopsies.
hunting
I'll move back up. But that looks like one of those masks from like The Purge or something like that. That's what that looks like. We were on number 2, right? Wait, no, we're on number 3. Yeah, that looks. Hold on, let's go back to that. Yeah, that looks like a Purge mask, a mask from The Purge.
but without a closer video,
Say
we will
the
never know
Unnatural
for sure.
Smile, that totally looks
Number
like a mask.
3,
It was probably the kid himself wearing a mask and I'm peeking down stairs like, oh, we'll put that up and we'll get so many views, you know?
the store
But you know, it's cool though. It's still cool though.
manages to stay open for 5 full seconds
Deserves some
before
views.
slowly swinging shut for some reason, and I want to know why. It's a lightweight door, so maybe his house isn't level, and that's why his door is shutting like that. Or maybe I just don't want to believe that his house is haunted after all. So is this an unlevel house or something paranormal? Number 2, Earl.
I'll go with the unlevel house thing. Because I've seen like doors like you put it slightly ajar and then just swings completely open or swings completely closed. I've seen stuff like that before.
West is certain that his mirror and his house is haunted because he is.
Ooh, that's a cool little trick. How do you do that again? I've seen there was a YouTuber. No, there's somebody who used to do stuff like this in Vine. He used to do crazy videos like this in Vines, where they would like stop motion that, and then they would move in that kind of deal. Like it's I don't know how. Because look, you can see like completely like how like this isn't moving at all. Like the picture to the right isn't moving at all, but the picture to the left where he's moving. You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. You know. But that's pretty cool though.
Is always seeing
I love
weird
that
things
effect
in
every
and
time.
out of the corner of his eye. Finally, one day he's had enough and decides to simply record behind him to figure out once and for all what exactly his haunting mirror is trying to show
See,
him.
that stopped.
Imagine his surprise when his own reflection turns around. Actually, he isn't surprised at all, and that seems like the strangest thing about this video when you think about it. Most people would drop the camera and run run screaming if they saw this, but he just keeps the same face like it's no big deal, which doesn't sound like a realistic reaction to me. This TikTok video, while scary, must not be real because he doesn't even so much as look back at his reflection. I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this
I'm already subscribed to you, Chills, and I will like this video at the end. I promise. I like all the videos I react to with you.
Number 1, Bell Tower Bat lives in a haunted hotel that's built upon a series of tunnels that are...
Okay, so I'm just gonna stop this right here and I'm just gonna put this out there. I have a huge weakness when it comes to goth girls. She is gorgeous. She is so gorgeous. Whew. Anyways,
they're haunted as well, so she decides to go ghost hunting with the TikTok app and see what reality Ripple shows her. The first thing she notices are a couple antique bottles that seem to have a ghost attached to them. It's an all-black aura that is far different from the psychedelic colors that are usually displayed. Now it's time to leave her room and see what else her ghost hunting app has to show her. She doesn't see anything for the rest of the video until she gets to the very last haunted hallway.
Like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
A shadow figure looks at her down the hall and sends her the other way.
Don't be scared,
the
little
reality
girl.
ripple is still on. So if this was a living person, it should be an orange or purple color. Instead, the shadow person is devoid of color. So either this video was edited, or else it's a real ghost sighting on TikTok. In bed is not the...
Or maybe that's just like, maybe that's just her super tall friend dressed up or something like that. Could be. That's pretty cool. Hey, that is all we got for that. That was a good video. I like that one. I like that one a lot. Not just because it was a cute goth girl. Not because of that. But because, I don't know, there's a few cool. There's a few cool. I can't talk right now. She got me flabbergasted a little bit. Let's see. What was my favorite one out of all these? Let's see. I want to go with, what was my favorite out of the top? Out of these 16, I want to say my favorite one was, you know what, as a cool factor, I think the coolest one I thought was the long hand thing. I know that was obviously fake, but that was kind of cool. Just like the little
hand with long slender fingers reaches up to his window. The video
I just
stops
thought
right
that
before
was,
the creature
that's just
pulls the
really
curtain
cool.
to reveal itself to the unsuspecting.
I thought that was really cool. That was probably the coolest one. And maybe the Purge mask kid. That was pretty cool too. And that effect, you know, like I want to learn how to do stuff like that. Where you like, I forgot, like, because this is Vine dude that used to do some crazy stuff back in the day. Like he would like throw an egg and it would explode into like confetti or something like that. And it was just an effect that he would do and stuff. Like he would do lots of cool stuff like this too. Like, I don't know. I thought this whole thing was pretty cool too. Anyways, that's it for now. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. Sayonara. Sayonara. All right, I'm done. All right, see ya.